And welcome back to the channel. Last week we were in Stokey Dave's old place, Audley, looking at the caves. So we've come back this week to have a look opposite Old Road wildlife area. So this has got like 3 footpaths all in one. So we'll go over there and have a look. So there is a sign here, it tells us where we're going and what we're doing and why we're doing it. So we'll head on down here. It's quite sort of complicated, well simple really. If we go down here, we come out just past the church in the village by the library. But halfway down there's a turning to the left, and if you take that it takes you across to the old railway line, which is a bit like the salt line and the old railway walks. And then if you still want to go further, you can go up to the Wedgwood monument. And if we cross over the road where we've just come, there's another country walk there. So you get 3 or 4 for the price of 1. That can't be bad, can it? And we have got little seats, and the path so far has been reasonable if you're disabled. I think you could probably manage this if you're in a wheelchair. It's not the best path in the world, but it's nevertheless. It looks as though the sun's coming out, but it's nice and shaded under here. I was trying to listen for any birds. There's a lot of trees with big red marks on them, so presumably somebody's managing the trees. I didn't expect this path to change here. We'll just have a look down here, because I think we carry on up there, takes us to the library, and this is the one that we cross over and we go to the old railway line. Or is it? A little bridge, hardly worth having, is it? Now this takes us to what should be, I'm going to say a lake, but it's, I think now it's a pond. Now the path's changed, so we disabled you couldn't really get down here. Yeah, so this takes us to this pond, mini lake, whatever you want to call it. There's nice seats, lots of bulrushes, and I think the pond has just dried up, but it does dry, a bit of rain and it soon comes back. There's some seats here. And we can just make out there Stokey Dave's old house. That's where he used to live. It's quite good, that is, actually, isn't it? Dangerous, they're nice, it says. Plenty of seats around here, so it'll be a nice spot to sit and enjoy. You've even got tables. Yeah, so if we went left here, up there, I think that's the one that takes us to the old railway track. So if we go back right, we should come back onto the path to get us to the library. Now they have fenced this woodland off for some reason. Yeah, so this is the path which would take us across to the old railway line and up to the monument. Removal of trees with ash dieback. So normally just gives us some details there of where we are. But there is a woodland here. Someone's got a golf caddy in there. What the hell are they doing with golf? Presumably they are doing work in there, so it's not safe to go in because you might get a tree on your head. Well, you can see it's a nice little area here for empty butties or whatever. So we go back to that one which takes us on towards the library, and again you can see all these trees have got the mark on them. Well, that's a bit different. Warning, archery in progress. So some people here think they're Robin Hood. Just make out people walking about with bows and arrows shooting things. Can't say I've ever come across bows and arrows before. We have got a little archway here which takes us absolutely nowhere other than to another seat, and this, not quite sure what it's supposed to be. Two people getting drunk by the looks of it, but it is a bit different. Now the archers have come out, probably after me. That's definitely different. Just talking to the archers, they've got targets in here and they're shooting targets in the woods, and can't find Robin Hood or Little John. But all the country walks I've ever done, I've never come across a bloody archery thing like that in the middle of the woods. I don't know who does the health and safety assessment on that, but so we're starting to climb now. So we're actually in the woodland, and we're hoping that we're not going to get error in the back of those heads. I don't know if they can make out that there's all sorts of things hanging on the trees where presumably they're going to shoot them with arrows. And here we're heading up the path. So we're now at the other entrance. No swimming, no fishing, no bonfires. So we're just past the church. We do have these steps we just come up and get a better view of the archery setup. It's a bit of a shame come today that you can't go in the woodland without getting shot. They have got some wacky things here. So that was some reasonably short walk. We would have liked to go into the woods, but you can see all the bows and arrows and things here. So we'll head back and have a look at the other country walk. So we're going through the woods, looking out for Robin Hood and his merry bloody men. Don't want to get an arrow in his heads. So for years we've been doing this and never have come across where you get shot with bows and arrows. Nice peaceful woodland there. Got little seats and it's a bug hotel. This takes us back to where we went left before to get to the other path. I thought the path was longer than this, but if you want to go cross over and then go to the railway line, that can be quite a good walk. And if you want to go to the Wedgwood monument, it's even further. I was assuming all these red dots were because the trees want chopping down or something, but whether it's for somebody to shoot their arrows at. Unless it's only a short walk, only a couple of thousand steps, but if you wanted a longer you'd probably go across to the railway line, then it would be a considerably bigger walk. There is little paths off here and there. Yes, so we're back at like the crossroad where we went that way before and we've come back this way. Nice tree with some berries there. So it's all sort of nature walk, apart from the path. It's just left to get on with whatever nature wants. So we will head back and have a look at this other country walk across the other side, which has got a little millennium thing about a castle that used to be there. We're back at the entrance and the Wedgwood monument's right up there, so you can judge how far the walk is. We've come back up the hill. It's only where that white car is where we were, and there's another public footpath here, so we're going to investigate this with the medieval stuff. Well, this used to be a castle or something at one time. So it's unusual to be able to park in one spot and have the choice of 3 or 4 country walks. It's another one that makes no sense. We've got the stile there that you can just walk through. Oh well. So that's a bit open to debate really, because disabled people do want access to the countryside. And that style in the road's not helping, is it? Well, dog doing 100 mile an hour does open out to a big field. I think they do have a lot of like circuses and fairs and things on this big field. And we're not that far from where we were last week at the secret cave. So we're coming up to a view where you can see for miles. The path does drop down a bit. We've got weeds or whatever you want to call them either side. Again, not really suitable for disabled. It's a pity it's dropping because we wanted the view really. We've just come through a gate, we've come down the path, there's a gate. And I say unfortunately we can't see sort of over that way, but the path obviously continues for miles that way, so I'm just giving you a scan of where you can go. There's a big hill over there. I was trying to work out where we were in relationship to where Stokey Dave sent us and last week to the caves. It must be to the left somewhere. Well, certainly a good place to take your dog and nice country walk. So we do want to go back and see if we can find this Millennium Stone. Well, did by the path suddenly find some steps down. So there's a woodland walk here. Could easily have missed that. Presumably this just takes us back up to the top, but it's via woodland. So it splits here, there's a path there and another one there. See where this takes us to. There's more steps down there, so there's a lower woodland walk. Now again, if you've got a dog, you've got places to explore. Just giving you a taster really of what's available. So you can see the path down there. Trying to work out if I can hear a stream somewhere. There is some boards here, so possibly this at some point floods. So we're going deeper into the woodland. Presumably at some point we need to turn right to take us back to where we've just come in. Now I can hear a lot of kids playing, so there must be some sort of field to the left. So you could have easily missed this, because just by chance caught the stepped into the wood. It wasn't a signpost or anything. And dogs would absolutely love this. Now coming to the end here. Got these boards, and they're not very safe because half of them you can see they're broke. So you take your life a bit in your hands going on the boards. So it is opening out, so presumably we should be back somewhere close to where we came in. Or not. This is what we do, we go adventuring. I don't know where we're going to come out. So we're coming out somewhere, just don't know where. At least we haven't been shot with any arrows. So we're here, wherever here is. There's obviously a football field, kids play area or something there. The path there I think goes nowhere, and presumably this path will take us hopefully back to where we came in. No, not. Just seen the smallest butterfly. There doesn't want to cooperate with the camera though. So this leads us to a set of steps going up. So it's obviously a well trod path. Even if you can break your neck because the steps are not very good. Nice little butterfly. We're back at the top. It's a long distance view. Probably if I zoom in first, it's hard to see, but you can see all over Stoke-on-Trent. Wonderful view. Well, I just come round the corner of the woods and I bet I can get a good signal here. There's another path that goes into another wood there. Well, I asked someone and he said if you go in the woods, and he pointed me in there, you'll find the Millennium Stone, you can't miss it. And when somebody says you can't miss it, you know damn well you're going to miss it. There you couldn't get anywhere near the bloody woods. You do have a lot of moo cows again. And yet another woodland walk. So really it's the place to come, isn't it? You've got plenty of options here. So I'll just show you that there is another woodland walk down there, and head back. We're still trying to find this millennium bloody stone. Yeah, again there's another little woodland walk down there. We've got more woodland walks. There's one there, and I can see a bit of a stone over there. So is this what we're trying to find? But another big field for your dog to run about in. More paths down there, I don't quite know where they go. But there's a distinct path up to this. I'm hoping it's the millennium stone. There's something down there. Let's have a quick down there because there's people coming. Yeah, another woodland walk. So another way to get to it. Well, there is this distinct path. It's not going to be very exciting when we found it, is it? This millennium stone. It's supposed to have been a castle or something centuries ago. I thought there was a stone here, but there's two stones there. Is that it? After all that, not the most exciting thing in the world, was it? Audley Green, this stone was placed here to commemorate the millennium 2000, the site of Norman Mottle and his relics of Elizabethan habitation, known locally as Castle Hill. In this place stood the stockades. It's hardly worth finding that. Well, we're back where we came in. Just been attacked by the dog. So within a few feet we've got 3 or 4 country walks for you to explore. We did find Stokey Dave's old house, so we'd be very pleased about that. But he's not been to that house for a long time. So I think it's time to head back and get some dinner. Some of it's been a bit challenging, but so it's rare to have so many close to. And we have got that one which might take us to that millennium stone, but we didn't want to risk it. So we'll catch you on the next one. We'll have a word with Stokey Dave, see if he's got anything else for us to video. Going back to the caves, apparently I was just talking to somebody, and it's birds of prey now nesting in there. So that was interesting. Stokey Dave didn't know that, did he?